welcome to my channel. I'm Shivana and I am an airline employee who travels a lot. In 2023, I visited 7 different countries and I'm gonna tell you my top 3 countries. If you wanna see any in-depth info or videos of these countries, I have them on my channel. I also post a lot about my travels on my Instagram and like TikTok and such. So if you'd like to follow that, they are all linked down below. Let's get into it. So in 3rd place, I have Amsterdam in the Netherlands. I loved Amsterdam, like really enjoyed Amsterdam. I thought that the city just looked like a movie. Like when we walked off the train, because we took a train from Belgium to Amsterdam, when we walked off the train, I was like, I'm on a movie set. Like, this feels like a movie set. So surreal, very cool architecture, cool place, very lively. People are out and about, doing things, really cool city. So then we walked around the city and we actually made our way to the Anne Frank house. If you want to go inside of that, you do need to book in advance. We had no plans of going to Amsterdam. This was very last spur of the moment situation. So we did not get to go inside the Anne Frank house, but it was very cool to see on the outside. While we were over there, we found a boat to take us out on the canal. We decided we wanted to do that. We did grab a boat that didn't have a cover and it was a little chilly. We went in October, end of October, and the boat had like blankets and stuff and was ready to go. So we were like, okay, you know what, we'll do it. I think it was like 17 euros a person, nothing too expensive. When I tell you this was like the best thing we ever did on this trip, seriously, we really enjoyed this. I'll try to link the guy's name below because I think I have it somewhere. Our tour guide slash captain, boat captain, was so entertaining and so funny and so knowledgeable. We learned so much about the city. Like, for example, the entire city is on stilts. Like, the entire city is on stilts essentially, and some of the houses are tilted because of how long they've been on those stilts. We also learned some fun facts about how taxes are paid in the Netherlands. Like, the size of your house mattered for a while and then the amount of windows mattered later. And it was just such an amazing, like, it was such a fun experience and we were so glad we did it. We were literally like laughing the entire time. He took us on like back canals. I will tell you, just from experiences, if you can find the tour that's like the small tour, the local people, like not the big companies, they are worth it. They are so worth it. I've done them in multiple cities, multiple countries, and that is my advice. Okay, somewhere that you can also find these type of things is Airbnb experiences, and that's not an ad. I just have found many of them there and I think that's really great. It's really cool because I love these experiences because you talk to a local, they can tell you more about the place you're in. If you go there in the beginning of your trip, they can even tell you places to go while you're on your trip. So highly recommend. The other thing that was really cool about Amsterdam was they had cheese shops everywhere. You could try cheese like on every corner. Obviously the tulips, I would love to get there for tulip season, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. We'll see. Oh, and the Dutch pancakes. We got them on the way to our train to the airport and so delicious, so yummy. So highly recommend. All right, in 2nd place, I have Zurich, Switzerland. Switzerland is just like a dream. Wow, it was gorgeous. The city is spotless. The water, the like public lakes and rivers and like streams, all crystal clear. Like, I was so genuinely shocked about that. I was looking over the edge of the water going, it's clear. Like, that water is crystal clear. I have since learned that if you go in the summer, you can swim in that water. Catch me there. I will be doing that at some point. A little fun fact about me, I absolutely love being in the water. Like, we go to the beach, I'm the one in the water the entire time. We go to the pool, I'll be in the water the whole time. I love the water. Okay. So I definitely want to go back and see that. The other thing that we did while we were in Switzerland was we went skiing. I can't remember the name of the place we went, but that was an experience on its own. It was such a great time. We even got snow at the end of it. We took this gondola up the mountain and you could see like mountains and lakes and all this stuff like scattered. It was absolutely gorgeous. When like skiing up there was just so cool. The views were just amazing, spectacular. The one downside to Switzerland is it's very expensive. It's a very expensive country, and I'm pretty sure it's known as the most expensive in Europe, if I'm right. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Either way, it was absolutely gorgeous. We were only there for a couple days, so we could expend the cost a little bit. It was okay, but seriously, what an amazing place. And I want to go back and swim in those canals because in those lakes, and like the water there was just beautiful. And then obviously it's on the edge of the Alps, and that's where we went skiing, and those were just, I don't know, they're just so pretty. Even if you go in the summer or the winter, I would recommend getting on one of those gondolas just for the views. Like the views off of those gondolas are amazing, and I know that they have them in more than just that one spot that we went. So just get on the gondola and ride it up and down. Like, just do it. All right, time for number one. But first, if you're enjoying this video, I'd love for you to subscribe and follow along so you can see more travel content and other content from me. I also have Instagram, TikTok, etc. If you'd like to follow those as well, feel free and give this video a thumbs up. All right, so number one is Tokyo, Japan. I'm just so ready to go back there. I loved it there, and I'm actually really sad that we didn't leave Tokyo because we just stayed in Tokyo, and while there's a lot to see there, I would love to see more of that country. Japan was just so unique in culture, and obviously the language and the food and all of it, and I just loved it. My brother, he also is really interested in Japan. He was really into the whole anime thing and learning the language and such, so I had to bring him with me, so we went together. But I don't know, the people there are just so kind. Even without knowing the language, if we'd be walking somewhere, they would like stop and like help us find what we were looking for if they could see that we looked lost. We had that happen like 3 different times. The food there is just out of like so good. I want to go back just for food. No, that's not the only reason I want to go back, but I want to go back there. The food there was so good. The soba noodles thing that we got it twice. I wish we got it more times. It was literally so amazing. I have never eaten fish like that. I am now a sushi eater. I was not really a sushi eater prior to Japan. And if you're not good at chopsticks, you definitely want to learn that prior to Japan, because it's very rare that you'll see a fork. I think we saw it once the entire trip. And one thing to note too, if you're going to Japan, is you want to find a good deal on a hotel prior. That was the most costly thing we found, and I could not find anything that was reasonable, like at all. And then two, once you have a good hotel, everything else is very reasonable. Their public transit is so easy to navigate and so clean and not very expensive. Their food, if you want to get food anywhere, is very inexpensive and affordable and absolutely delicious. Their culture is just, I don't even know how to explain it. I was just so like enamored, like I don't know, I really enjoyed it. We did a sushi class while we were there, and it was from Airbnb Experiences. I know I referenced this earlier, which was really cool because it was literally a group of like, I think it was 6 of us total, and he walked us all around the fish market, gave us all this information about it, and then bought a fish, and we went and we made all this different sushi at his sushi place, which was really cool. I got to learn how they do it. And did you know that sushi chefs in Japan go to sushi school? Because I didn't know that, and I thought it was really interesting and cool. So overall, I just really enjoyed Japan. I couldn't get enough of it. I think about it often, and I will be going back to Japan. If you wanted to see more about that, I have an entire video on Switzerland and Japan. Feel free to check it out. I'll link them down below or on the screen. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And come back for more travel content and info. And if you want to know the 4 countries that didn't make top 3, I have a whole nother video all about that. So go check that out, or it's coming, I'm not sure. But yeah, go check that out if you want to know those. And I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!